Uh, still work? Yeah, okay, it's still detecting my voice. Gotcha. Okay. I talked to
The fresh
Scofield with him.
vegetables from the new batch are exceptional quality. I just wish I could say the same about the new staff.
It's funny. Okay, let's do whatever this event is.
Greetings. Apologies if you overheard my harsh words just now, but I assure you it is entirely necessary. The sheer lack of
I love
sense
the little bit
drove
of red
the
vines.
death of me. Do you have any idea of the kind of customers I'm gonna get with how lax things are at the moment?
Yeah, I like the little, like, red circles
The ones
around
that leave their guns behind by accident
and the
and
little
then come
hearts.
back to collect them later bringing ammunition with them.
Yeah, that's the kind of customer you wouldn't forget in a hurry. Oh. Wait, has that happened before? No, it's just the mention of guns reminded me. Someone did actually leave their gun nearby.
Okay, is it going to be Charlotte or Clarendon?
Just before we started setting up, as we were cleaning up the site, someone stumbled upon a mysterious locked box. It didn't look like something from Fontaine, though. It had more of a Natlanese vibe.
Oh?
Do you think a foreign tourist might have left it behind? That's what I assumed at first. But the box was buried beneath a pile of wooden planks, rocks, and whatnot, so it seemed like someone deliberately hid it there. But I didn't see much point in speculating, so the best thing I could think of was to hand it over to the authorities.
Huh, fair enough.
I trekked all the way over to the Palais Mermonia just to hand it in. Ugh, it was exhausting.
Yeah.
What did the authorities make of it?
Oh, they made a
Can't see
mountain
anything
out of
right
a
now. I'm just
molehill,
hearing.
as usual.
Because I'm currently wiping my glasses off.
Before even addressing the question of what was actually inside the box, they had several heated discussions about whose responsibility it was to write the lost and found notice.
Jesus Christ.
Thankfully, the ever-reliable Officer Sedine stepped up and immediately called in the Marechaussee Phantom to crack the lock and check if there were any dangerous items inside. And, as it turned out, there was a gun. Wow, that's a dangerous item, all right.
Mind if I ask what kind of gun it was?
Oh yeah, Mr. Kanich, you're from Natlan, aren't you?
You could say it comes with the job. I have an interest in weaponry and the like.
Such a spoiled brat. What, are the toys I gave you not good enough for you anymore?
Yep, got sick of those long ago.
You little... How dare you turn your nose up at my gifts? Why
Time for a timeout, old-timer. Sorry, where were we? Oh yeah, do you recall what the gun looked like?
It's a bit hard to describe. Give me a second. I'll knock out a quick sketch. Something like this.
Okay, it's definitely. It looks like an old story, like from the. It looks draconic.
Whoa, it's so neat and precise.
Hmm,
Sorry. Is something wrong with my drawing? I know it doesn't really look like a gun, and it certainly could shoot as well, too. I confirmed that with the officer from the Marechaussee Phantom.
no, quite the opposite. The features are very accurate, and it is definitely from Natlan. Please, don't mind me. I'm just taking a moment to admire it.
I should be the one thanking you.
Don't mention it. Besides, we haven't really done anything.
Not at all. The buzz and excitement you guys bring is exactly what this event needs. Oh dear, I'm starting to feel a bit guilty watching everyone else toil away. But just before I go, one last thing. Traveler, it's wonderful to see you. Here's to a successful collaboration.
Sure. He definitely knows something about it.
I'm sure you noticed that there was something unusual about that gun. Correct.
Yep.
It's most likely an old weapon dug up from some ancient dragon ruins. Based on my experience, it might be more accurate to refer to it as a hand cannon. But in Fontaine terms, it's not wrong to call it a gun. Given why I came here, don't you think it's curious that an ancient dragon relic of unknown origin would turn up like this, out of the blue? I suspect this gun might have something to do with that smuggling case. It might have slipped through the cracks. Time is of the essence, so I'd like to head over to the Palais Mermonia to verify my suspicions. Perfect. Then we can head out right away. Or, if you want to catch up with your friends first, I can wait.
Like who? But, I mean, I guess I could talk to Navia. Escoffier is a new friend. I do kind of like Escoffier's design. It's not really anything particular to write home about for me, but it is definitely good. The red and white is a nice touch. Red and white with an accent of blue, or even her tail turns blue when she fights with it. I guess it's somewhat similar to this version of Hu Tao's design with the red and white,
Silly churl.
except she's significantly more white. More of a... Frick. How do I describe this color? I forget how to look down. What do I call this color? Not entirely sure. Can't think of the word right now. More of a velvety purplish, like a mahogany.
It's you! Ready to join the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland crew? It's time, dear partner and as I mentioned, the park was started up by enthusiasts who brought in the Spina di Rosula to handle the planning, construction, and operations. Of course, enthusiasts aren't typically all-around experts. They usually stick to designing the event booths. We, for our part, handle long-term operations and develop standardized strategy guides for the different activities.
Long-term operations? Strategy? It all sounds so complicated. We spend most of our time adventuring, and we barely have any experience running a stall. Do you think we can...
That's more like it. You've seen it all before, haven't you, partner? I'd even go as far as to say you've shaped some of Tevat's biggest business ventures. Anyway, first things first. Let's get an overview of how the whole festival's gonna be run.
Here's the actual event. I'm curious to see what we do for this event. Oh,
As
Oh.
you can see, our fantasy land's a bit like a sugar-free macaron right now. Several areas are still under construction. The Spina's only been able to hire a limited number of craftsmen. Besides, we don't have enough experience to handle multiple projects simultaneously. That's why I chose to adopt a time slot-based planning method, so we can focus on specific tasks during each designated period. Upgrading facilities, expanding the venue, hiring staff. All of this requires funds and time slots to accomplish. So, it's our job to allocate precious time slots in each business cycle to the most worthwhile tasks. As we attract more guests and earn money to add to our funds, we'll also be able to work more efficiently, which will allow us to divide each cycle into finer time slots, which will let us get more done.
So we'll be limited in the decisions we can make and tasks we can focus on within each time period. Which means we have to use our limited actions and Mora to earn even more Mora. Kinda like playing chess or cards then. Paimon thinks she just about gets it. How do you... Yep. You mentioned standardized strategy guides just now.
Of course. Film and entertainment mean different things to different people. And there's gonna be a wide range of exciting activities for people to try out. If we're not careful, some visitors might wander off and end up getting in trouble, and others might pick up dangerous props by mistake. To avoid confusion, we need to create a standardized strategy guide for each activity.
Wow, if we're the first ones to test out the activity, but if we hit a tough spot, we'll just have to rely on our skills to carry us through.
Hopefully it goes without saying that I'd never put you in danger, partner. I carefully checked all the existing activities before you arrived. I also wanted you to experience the activities before anyone else gets to.
Oh, those are two things Navia is best at.
Great! Well, I can't wait to hear what you think. Your input is super important to us. All right then. Let's start with eclectic escapades.
Okay, can I? Okay, now I want to go. I have this stuff to do now. Okay, cool. Very interesting. I want to get more of this main story done first. Oh, it's Aoife and Auron.
Oh, man.
Bro!
Are you mimicking me?
No, I mean, one of our buddies is here, for real. Quite a few of them, actually.
Aurora and Aoife, what brings you to Fontaine?
Huh? How come you're... Ah, I'm guessing Kanich is here because of that international smuggling case, right? I've heard quite a bit about that.
Word sure gets around quickly, huh?
First time abroad and you're already making headlines.
Oh, stop it. It's not like I was the center of attention.
Wasn't expecting to see the Traveler and Paimon here too, though.
Come on, Aoife.
Huh?
A traveler, by definition, is someone who travels around.
Fair point. Anyway, back on topic. Wait a second. I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about again?
Why, you're all here, of course.
For vegetables.
Huh?
I'll go first. It's for the Chevrolamine Film Fantasyland.
Chevrolet.
It's Cheval Moran.
Ah, right. I keep stumbling over that one. Guess I owe Cheval Moran an apology, even if she's not here. Anyway, long story short, the festival restaurant urgently needed fresh vegetables from that land, which is why Aoife and I are here.
So, you guys are vegetable couriers?
He is. I'm just here as a responsible adult. It's his first time traveling so far away from home, and all the elders in his tribe were worried. So they had me come along.
Even though it's your first time too.
Right. But they still picked me to accompany you. You gotta wonder why that might be.
Don't you get it? They all just saw how overworked you were, so they used it as an excuse to send you off on a vacation.
Wait, what? So I'm getting the grandson treatment now too? See? Doesn't matter how much older you are than this dude. Hang out with him long enough, and you'll eventually find yourself being treated like a kid.
Meaning everyone looks after you. What's so bad about that?
In theory, nothing at all. In that case, guess I better start over. Hi guys, my name's Aoife, and I just turned 5.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Paimon's not sure who the responsible adult is anymore. So, what about Kakuku? If he was here, we'd be making more of a ruckus than we already are.
That's exactly what's got me worried.
Aoife, there's nothing to worry about. You're a big boy.
You think that's what I'm worried about? Suffice it to say, Kakuku's in big doo-doo.
How so? He's so small, and all he knows are a few harmless phrases.
Let me guess. Did he get caught out by the law on flying objects?
Bro, you too?
Not me. How?
Oh, that pesky little chatterbox. So that's why he hasn't interrupted us this whole time.
That, plus he's already spouted enough nonsense for one day. So I've put him on mute until tomorrow.
Nice one. If I was even half as decisive as you are, I would have kept a closer hold on Kakuku. So
Oh no, bro. Or rather, did Kakuku get
No,
caught
bro.
by the guards for flying around?
If they had managed that, we'd at least be able to track him down. But when the guards started chasing him, Kakuku flew into that building next door. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a high-stakes pursuit going down in there as we speak.
Which building?
The Palais Momonia.
Yup, that's the one. Kakuku sure has a good eye for a getaway. I may be able to fly up pretty high, but checking every last window would still take quite a while. As for Aoife, well, let's just say he's not flying anywhere without a Saurian.
not like it's my fault, though.
Wait a sec. What's this got to do with how high you can fly? Kakuku's got himself into a real mess here. Like a Paimon starting to picture him flapping through a barrage of gunfire.
Heck yeah! If anyone can pull it off, it's Kakuku.
For real now?
Of course I'm for real. I'd never make light of something like that.
All right, all right. But our priority right now should be to go in there and check up on Kukuku.
Leave it to us.
You sure?
And if Kukuku doesn't listen to you, I give you permission to pull out a couple of his feathers.
Wait, since when was that up to you?
Well, then it's your call, bro.
All right then, if Kakuku doesn't listen to you, I also give you permission to pull out a couple of his feathers.
There you go.
He won't. Trust me.
Aye. Let's see what Kukuku's doing. Kukuku's going cuckoo. I want to see your roulette just chasing after a bird. Oh no, please tell me.
Nothing new there. The first. What's all that commotion? Are they arguing in there?
Is it Nervalette and Kukuku? I knew it. Kukuku and Monsieur Nerv. Oh, it's Risley, Nervalette, Kukuku. No way, bro.
No way, bro.
Did he say he came from Natlan? No.
Get out of here!
I can understand his words, just not what they mean.
Oh no.
He keeps repeating the same things over and over again. Oh, you know one another.
Yes, we do. He's a bro for bro.
Yeah, a saurian friend of a human friend.
Great. Well, that was easy. Looks like we've tracked down the owner. Guess that's one less lost and found notice for you to write, Monsieur Neuvillette.
For real?
Traveler, was there something important you wanted to discuss with the Udex? I'm just about done with my business here.
Stay and hear them out first. Perhaps it will have some bearing on your own work. If I'm not mistaken, you are the same Mr. Kanich who served as a witness in the smuggling trial? I take it there's been a further development in the case.
That's right. Very perceptive, Mr. Udex.
So you've met Nervalette before? But wasn't the trial overseen by another judge?
I've seen his photo in the papers, but as for this other gentleman...
Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Risley, administrator of the Fortress of Meripede. Or in layman's terms, Fontaine's prison warden. Please,
Pleasure to meet
Oh,
you.
sorry.
Please, feel free to share anything about the case. There's no need to keep anything from him.
Pleasure to meet you.
Wow, that sounded just like me. But should we really discuss official business in front of the Saurian?
Oh wow, oh no.
I believe he said, or rather, I suppose he meant, that he'll keep this to himself. Though I should mention, Mr. Kukuku, that we will have to ask you to sign a confidentiality agreement.
Sure thing, bro.
Let us return to the matter at hand. Mr. Kanich, was there something else you wanted to discuss relating to the case?
Yes. Let me fill you in.
Wow. It really is exactly like Lapine Pauline's sketch. That must be all that practice drawing engineering blueprints, huh?
Oh, there's active phlogiston in that. Okay.
So if it's true that this weapon came into Fontaine alongside the contraband from the smuggling case, then there's a high chance we overlooked a suspect.
That's exactly my line of thought.
I see. Mr. Kanich, thank you for reporting this promptly. I'll arrange for the Marechaussee Phantom to investigate right away. We should begin by questioning the prisoners in custody. Risley.
I'll sign off on the interrogation request. Don't you worry.
That would be much appreciated.
It's lucky that the Palais Mermonia wasn't scheduled to release any public bulletins today, and that this guns lost and found notice hasn't been written up yet. In other words, the news hasn't leaked.
I'll be staying in Fontaine for the time being. If there's any progress in the investigation or you need my help, feel free to reach out anytime.
Yep, we were just about to go help out with Lapine Pauline's convention. If there's any news, we'll keep you all posted.
Marvelous. Thank you all. Well then, all that's left is to...
You miss me, bro?
You really does come out with the most unexpected things. Who did he learn it all from? Huh. Well, it's pretty extraordinary.
Anyway, according to due process, we must first determine whether Mr. Kakuku qualifies as a flying object. And, following on from our conversation just now, he also needs to sign a confidentiality agreement. Drafting said agreement may take some time.
Looks like you'll be staying with us for a while then, Kakuku.
That would save us a lot of trouble. Many thanks.
All right then, we'd better get going.
Huh. That's cool. So this is the box it was kept in. Interesting. It's even strapped down. I really do wish I had Risley. I would absolutely make a team that is like Noverlet, Farina, Coco, or it would be Noverlet, Farina, Risley, Escoffier. Though in Genshin, 2 DPS teams don't really work in the same way. But it's whatever.
Aurora and Eva, we found Kakuku!
What's the situation? How bad is it? Oh no. I saw that Kakuku wasn't with you.
Relax, Eva. Maybe Kakuku just prefers high-rise living now. Sometimes you just have to let the kids grow.
For real now? Do you even hear yourself, bro?
It's not that bad. Kakuku's fine. Still very much alive and kicking for starters.
He hasn't been arrested either, so no jail time.
See?
You're not exactly reassuring me here.
As for the bad news, well, it's really not that bad. Kakuku accidentally overheard some top secret stuff, so he has to stay at the Palais Mermonia for a while to sign a confidentiality agreement. But there's no need to worry. The person in charge of looking after Kakuku is super nice, so...
All right. That doesn't sound too bad after all.
But based on my understanding of how things work here, the ban on flying objects should be over by the time Kakuku actually gets out.
What a shame. Oh well, I guess we'll just have to go have some fun without him.
You don't look disappointed in the slightest.
Anyway, Auroron and I will be staying in guest rooms upstairs at the Hotel de Boer for the time being. Feel free to drop by if you need us.
Yay, problem solved! All right.
Alright, let's sign up another day. Okay.
Off to the freezer.
What did she say? Off to the freezer.
A little amuse-bouche. A dash of frosting. No recipe, no problem. An inspired melange. Bon appetit. Goose on the loose. The pinnacle of excellence. A burst of flavor.
These are interesting battle voice lines. Actually, hold on, let me go to some of these other ones.
The audacity.
The fucking audacity, says Albedo. What's so interesting about this is that it's based on camera position. Like, it's always in the same position with the camera.
Yeah.
It's such an interesting prospect. I don't think we've ever had stuff to do that. It's interesting.